But we had a blockbuster opening. I say we because it was Doyle McManus and myself who wrote Landslide.
Who was with the LA Times?
Who's with the LA Times. And we had a blockbuster news break in it, which was that President Reagan's own top advisors looked at him at some point and they thought that he had so lost it that they considered invoking the 25th Amendment, which would take him out of office because he was incompetent. They were afraid he might be mentally incompetent. And so they actually had a meeting where they took a close look at him and kind of tested him to see whether he could manage to answer questions and see fully in his full capacities. And they came to the conclusion after that that he was okay. But the reason that they went through that process was his own advisors were speaking about him as if he was out to lunch. I mean, they were saying that he wasn't interested in the job. He let other people sign his name on documents. He was spending a lot of time in the residence. He was over there watching TV. It was a litany of complaints about Ronald Reagan from his own people that really scared the new chief of staff who was coming in at that point in the White House. And that story is retold by Bill O'Reilly in his book. As if it's breaking news all over again. I guess it shows you that 25 years go by and everything's reinvented. But who knows, maybe we did, and again, I think it's a good question, did we who were covering Reagan in the White House miss something by talking to the people? The people around him did not necessarily regard Ronald Reagan as a god or even as a superhuman president particularly. They saw a lot of his flaws, and so did we as reporters. We were right in there, and they say, no man's a hero to his valet, and maybe we were too close to being valets, but he seemed highly human when we were covering him.